Good morning. This is Casey Rivas with Rivas Law, and I am so excited to introduce our newest project to you guys this morning. It's called Brief Insights. When I first decided to open my own practice, one of the most important things to me was finding a way to give back to my community. I need to find a way to take my experience and my education and use it to the benefit of you guys, the small business owners of our community. That's where this idea was born. Every Wednesday, I'm going to be doing a short video providing legal advice. I'm going to cover a specific legal topic that may either benefit your business or may just be general information that's good for you to have individually. Our first topic for today, I'm very excited, is a question I get a lot, which is what are the types of businesses and what type of business do I need? The type of business you choose really depends on the level of risk you personally are wanting to take in your business. The most basic type is a sole proprietorship or a partnership. These don't require any filings with the state. Generally, there's really no paperwork that goes along with the formation of the company unless you have a written partnership agreement. Otherwise, you say, I'm going to start a business, you pick a name, and you're off. The downside to this is that the entire liability of the company is on you personally. It's going to be tied to your personal Social Security number. All of its finances are going to rest on you personally. Any loans or financial tools that the business takes out really is a loan for yourself individually or for you and your partner individually. You also will bear all the risk of the company. So should a claim or a lawsuit be brought against the company, there really is no company. It's really just you. So you are bearing all of the risk when it comes to the company operations. Now, the entire opposite end of the spectrum is a corporation. Corporations are very paper heavy. They require a lot of upkeep. You have filings with the state, you have annual filings, you have to have board meetings and bylaws. It's very difficult and complex to keep a corporation running properly the way that it should be going and to keep up with all those boxes you got to check all the time. But the risk to the owners of the corporation is almost nothing. When the corporation is formed, it actually becomes its own person in the legal world. So any financial matters, it is its own person. It has its own living, breathing, legal definition, and it takes on all those finances itself. It also takes on all the risks of the company. So if you have a claim or a lawsuit filed against the company, it's in the corporation. It's absolutely no liability to you personally, except in very, very limited situations. Now, the middle ground between those two is probably what you're used to seeing, which is called an LLC. It's a limited liability company. It's very popular, especially in the state of Texas, because it's a really nice middle ground. There are some personal liabilities associated with it. It's not as much protection as a corporation. But when the entity is filed with the state, it does have certain documents that have to be filed and have to be drafted. It does become its own entity. It has its own tax ID number. And though the taxes are tied to you personally, the company itself has its own bank accounts and can maintain its own finances. It also can have its own liabilities separate from you personally. So if the company is sued or the company has a claim against it, it's going to actually be against the company. The insurance policy will be in that company's name rather than yours personally. It's a very good way to have the ease of a partnership or sole proprietorship, have a little bit less state filing involvement, and still have some of the protections that a corporation really enjoys. It's really what I recommend for most of my clients. It fits the needs of most companies in our area, especially small businesses. There's also different types. There's professional limited liability companies, which is what I have. A lot of law firms, CPAs, licensed individuals can qualify for those for just a tiny bit more protection for your licensing. So there you go, folks. That's our first brief insight. You have survived. And I'm so excited to be doing this for you guys every week. Thank you for watching, and I hope you tune in again next time.